And the UK Defense Ministry now estimates more than 16% of Russia's ground combat forces have been rendered ineffective by the Ukrainian resistance. The ministry says it will likely take years for Russia to rebuild the elite units most affected by those losses. Let's bring in ABC News national security and defense analyst Mick Mulroy for more on what that means. Mick, how significant is this hit to Russian ground forces, and what do you think that means strategically?
So, Diane, very significant. This is we're seeing right now that the Russians did not adjust based on their failures in the first phase of this war, and all those problems still exist. And it's allowing the Ukrainians to deplete them, whether it's troops. I mean, there are over 23,000 troops killed, several hundred tanks, if not 500 tanks, thousands of personnel carriers. So it is depleting the Russians' military capability, and as Secretary Austin said, it is likely to be able to prevent them from trying to take this war outside of Ukraine. It's likely they can't even do the stated objective that they've had for Ukraine.
Now, a senior U.S. defense official says that Russian forces are now trying to avoid further mistakes, but that's slowing them down. So how can Ukraine take advantage of that?
So it is slowing them down. But essentially, they are just using massive artillery barrages, flattening everything in their way, and then incrementally moving up. That gives the Ukrainians a long time, especially now that they're getting these howitzers from the United States, to pound them and actually attrit them as they move so slowly. Right now, the Ukrainians' capabilities are going up, and the Russians' capabilities are going down. So the longer this lasts, the more advantage that the Ukrainians have, and I think that's really important.
Now, Ukrainian officials say Russian shelling resumed at that huge steel plant in Mariupol. We know there are civilians trapped there. We know that there are 100 estimated service members there from the Ukrainian forces. What is the situation like there right now?
So like a lot of the Russians' actions that we've seen in this entire invasion, it's completely unacceptable. They are using the terrorization of civilians as a tactic. Even when the UN has already offered to sponsor a rescue of the innocent non-combatant civilians in this area. So it is as dire as every report I have seen. It's unacceptable, and the world should demand that these non-combatant, these elderly, these women with children be allowed to leave immediately. That is not how any military should act anytime, especially in this day and age.
Now, the UK also says that Russia is trying to legitimize its control over the city of Kherson in southern Ukraine by installing a pro-Russian administration and making the ruble the official currency there. What's the strategy on Russia's part there, and how effective do you think those tactics can be?
Yeah, so Diane, this is primarily for a domestic audience. There's nobody, I don't think, in the world that's going to believe in some sham election where the people who were just brutalized by Russian forces would then seek to be aligned with Russia. It's just incomprehensible. However, like I said, this is all about domestic audience. So they're gonna present this back to their population, saying that this is a liberation of Ukraine. Whether they believe it or not, I don't know, but that's likely the tactic, and that's why they're doing it.
All right, Mick Mulroy, always great to have you, Mick. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.